So, as you can see, I got a new bench. I made a new bench just because I'm completely redoing the shop. I got a new miter station behind here, still a bit messy. But yeah, the shop's coming together, so I will be doing a video on that once everything is totally done. But first, we're making a side table. So, the only thing you're going to need for this are 4 legs, which are 2x2s, and they are 31.25 inches tall, so 31.25 inches tall, each of those. And then we've got 2 sheets that are 12 inches by 32 inches, and they're about 3/4 inch thick. And that is all you're going to need for wood. You're going to need glue, you're going to need some sort of right angle, like a speed square, and then you are going to need a jigsaw. You can also do it with a bandsaw, but you need either one of those. So let's get into it. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take one of your 2x2s and a pencil, and you're going to go to one of your boards, and you're going to line the square up on the edge of the board, just like this, and you're going to want to trace it there and there. So what this is for is, this is your cut line, because you're going to cut out all 4 corners, and then these are going to slide in there for the legs. So now you want to do that with the 3 other corners. So now that you've traced those, got that there, now you're going to take your jigsaw and you're going to cut those 4 out. So now that you've got all 4 corners cut, it's going to look like that. Now what you're going to want to do is grab a stool or empty cardboard box or something like that. Something that's at least, I'd say at least 10 inches tall. I'm going to use this. So this is where we're going to lay the bottom shelf. So we're going to lay that there, and then we're going to end up gluing all the legs into here, and then we're going to put the top board on top, and that's what it's going to look like. So now what you're going to want to do is grab one of your legs and your pencil and place it in the slot just like that, and then you're going to want to mark where they meet, where the 2 boards meet. So you're going to have a line here on this leg where it meets the bottom shelf. You're going to want to put glue on it right there. Just put a little bit on it, and then put it right back there. And now we're going to want to check it with our square. Make sure it's all squared up on both sides. You're probably going to have to move it and adjust it a little bit, a few times, just to make sure it's right. But that looks pretty good. So now what we're going to do is grab a piece of masking tape or painter's tape and just tape this leg to the board. And that's really the only thing it needs to keep it in place. You don't need a clamp or anything. That's going to be a little bit too much pressure for right now, so we're just going to put a piece of tape on it. So just like that, you got the tape on it. It's looking good so far. Now you're just going to want to do that with all the rest of the legs. Alright, so now that you've got all 4 legs glued and taped where you want them to be, what you're going to do is you're going to put glue on all 4 of the top of these legs, and then you're going to take this top piece and then you're just going to lay it on top of those. Alright, so now that you're placing the top on, you're just going to want to make sure that the leg is on the corner. So you might have to do a little bit of moving around, but it's looking good. So now what you're going to want to do is grab some weights and just place the weights on top. And what that's going to do is push down the glue basically a clamp, basically a one-sided clamp, you could think of it as. So you're going to want to do that. 2 weights, one on each side, just like that. And there it is. So now you're going to want to let it dry for about 4 hours. And once it's dry, I recommend either putting a brad nail through this leg, which goes into this bottom piece a little bit, just for some extra stability. If you don't have a nail gun, then you can do that with a screw. Just make sure that you pre-drill it before you do that, because you do not want any wood to split after you've completed this. Alright guys, that is it for this build. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please hit the like button, subscribe, comment anything else you want me to build. If you want merch, Fish Over Chicks, like stuff with the logo on it, go to fishoverchicks.com, get your merch. Let's see. Yeah, if you want me to build anything else, let me know, but make sure you're checking out the rest of the videos on the channel, because I will be teaching you how to build countless other products and things that you can have for your house, you can sell, whatever. So make sure that you subscribe. I will see you on the next one.